Hey everyone, I am so excited for this new Fire Emblem game. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to have amazing visuals, a deep story, interesting and multifaceted characters, and a heart-wrenching choice you have to make. I know all this because I watched 5 minutes of trailer footage.
Now, once and for all, no more games. To the death!
Here I come! I'll show you!
I won't surrender! Now pay for your betrayal!
Don't look at me! Please!
There is only one punishment. The sentence is death.
Try to be at peace. Kill me if you want, but do it as yourself.
Okay, so memeing aside, you understand what I'm getting at, right? What sort of information do we have about Fire Emblem Engage? We have an announcement trailer, we have some short clips, maybe some information from Japanese Twitter accounts, and that's about it. There are a lot of individual pieces of information you can get from these, but in reality you can't really know what it will feel like to play Engage. We've gotten a first impression, and that can certainly tell us things that we can be excited for, or absolutely not excited for. But like I said in my initial reaction video, it can all turn out different than expected based on what we're seeing. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like every YouTube video ran this trailer on repeat for all their videos, including mine, so I'm gonna try to stop using the trailer footage for now. I've looked around for the last week or so, and from what I can see, a lot of people are really excited, and a lot of people are really disappointed, with very little room in between. And I think that's absolutely understandable. Fire Emblem loves to shake up its formula between entries, and because of that, over the years it has attracted a fan base that likes a large variety of games. So, seeing a new Fire Emblem game announced that's not in line with what you would have liked, even though you really enjoyed the series in the past, that can be a very sad feeling, and I totally empathize with that. And the other side of the coin is there too. If you see this game and you're actually really hyped for it, that's good for you. These two different reactions can and should coexist very easily, and there's no real point in debating it because in the end it's personal preference and we don't really know enough to come to some kind of informed consensus anyway, if that was even the goal in the first place. But I think this is just two groups of people wanting to vent about opposite things in the same spaces. Now, even though we have very little information, I do think you can draw some careful conclusions. They're probably not going to change Alir's hair colors, so if you enjoy that color scheme, well, you're in luck. Generally speaking, anything visual is probably not going to change a whole lot, so if you vibe with the vibrant, colorful art style that this game has, good for you. And if you don't, well, that sucks. But I do believe you can grow accustomed to it if you want to. If you're determined to hate it, you probably always will, but personally, I don't enjoy hating stuff by default. If after 10 or 20 hours of play I still don't like it, then yeah, whatever, I guess it just wasn't for me. And I will admit, the first time I saw that hairstyle and the awful quality of the leaks, I was pretty put off, but since then it has kind of grown on me because it's so ridiculous, and I think the same could go for this game's art style as a whole. Gameplay wise, I think it really is too early to draw big conclusions. We've seen glimpses of a couple of maps and characters, but you really can't infer how the game feels to play based on what we have. You can theorize about it, you can have some wishful thinking about how that feels as a whole, but if you think you'll know what this game feels like, just ask yourself, how much did you know about other Fire Emblem games when the first trailer dropped? Like Fire Emblem Fates with its 3 different routes. The gameplay feel of it just cannot be extrapolated from watching the trailer. So basically what I'm saying is, don't make up your mind on the game from watching these trailers, or anyone's analysis of them. You don't have to. The game isn't coming out for another several months. Just sit back and relax, enjoy the toothpaste memes, and if you're unsure if you're getting your money's worth, just wait a little bit before buying it, watch some people play it on Twitch or YouTube or something, and then decide. And if it's not for you, then yeah, that's unfortunate, and I know it's not a great feeling to not enjoy something that a lot of people are enjoying. But if you're hungry for more classic Fire Emblem gameplay, and it turns out that Engage doesn't return to that, it might be nice to know that there is a lot more Fire Emblem out there than just the mainline games. There are gazillions of ROM hacks out there that are legitimately fun to play, and Kaga has made like 4 games ever since he left the series. In the months before Engage was announced, I dipped into both of these sources a little more, and some of it has felt more like playing Fire Emblem than some of the mainline series, so even if Engage turns out bad, you've got options still. For what it's worth, I don't think Engage will be so bad. The Fire Emblem core gameplay is just so satisfying that even if it's not as good as my favorite entries in the series, it will still be fun to explore something new the first time around. And if it really is so unplayably bad, well, at least we can meme about it together, and it will be memorable in its own way. That's the way I see it. What do you think?